Hey people, it is Wednesday, April 3rd. The time is 11:14 in the morning and it's about 6 Celsius, and as you can see, we are getting some fairly heavy rain here in downtown Toronto. Rain is in the forecast for pretty much all day. And snow is even possible as the temperature drops into the evening hours. Although I doubt we'll see any significant snow here in the city. I'm heading north on Yonge, and I'm going to hang a right here at Shooter Street and head east. And we'll just take a rainfall walk into the east side of downtown. I haven't done a rainfall walk in quite a while, actually. So maybe I'll talk a bit less than I normally do so we can hear the sound of the rain. I'll just continue east along Shooter for a fair distance here. Massey Hall. And this is my second walk of the morning. I was out much earlier expecting to do a early morning rainfall walk when it was still dark, but the rain decided to stop while I was out recording. So I thought, well, I'll give it another go later in the morning, and this one seems to be going better so far. It's crossing Victoria Street. St. Mike's Hospital on the right here, and on the left. And I don't have to worry about getting my socks wet. I'm wearing my waterproof Vessi shoes. I think there's actually a special weather statement in effect for the city due to this rain. It's going to amount to up to like 45 millimeters or so over the course of the day. Church Street. trying not to get splashed by a passing car. Is there anybody on board that? Doesn't look like it. Poor guy looked like a drowned rat. That's how I would look if I didn't have my umbrella right now, and my camera would probably not survive. This camera is not waterproof at all. Mutual Street. Or actually, this is Dalhousie. Mutual is the next one. It's really coming down. Like a river coming down onto the street here. I think I'll try to run across here. Jarvis Street. Ah, I can feel water running down the back of my neck. Whoa, that is cold. It's going down my back now. And my socks might stay dry, but I think everything else from the waist down will probably get pretty soaked. And the bike lane is like a river now too. Moss Park here on the right. Car, if it was any closer to the curb, I would have got splashed there. The bike lane saved me. Sherborn St. Not too many people hanging out on the street today. And even with the umbrella, my camera is starting to get quite wet. I might have to find a sheltered spot to kind of pat it down for a minute and maybe wipe the lens as well. The Moss Park Apartments. across the street here. This must be getting rid of mattress day here in the neighborhood. An entire bed. This is Milan Street. This is one of those streets that looks like an alley, or an alley that looks like a street. I like to call them strallies. Let's take this north. Another river flowing down here. Sounds like the birds are enjoying it though. If I can take shelter under here for a second. All right, let me pat down my camera here a bit. It's not too much water on it. Just a few droplets. All right, I'm back at it. Her umbrella is much bigger than mine. Probably does a better job at keeping one dry. Let's take this alley here now too. That's Dundas Street, just right over there. Here's another one of those strallies. I walked down this one not all that long ago. And I emerge onto Parliament Street. Not sure what that's all about. Respect healthcare workers. That's what one of the pickets says, one of the signs. Are they on the picket line? I guess they are. They're just marching back and forth here. This is the Regent Park Community Health Center. So I guess they're on strike by the looks of it. And crossing Dundas. This is the Regent Park neighborhood, looking to the east here. There's a huge umbrella. The Dufferin City School, 1876, and I guess it had an addition, or it was redeveloped, I guess, in 1950 with this current building. Doesn't look like any of the original building is left on site here. Thank you. This is Oak Street in Regent Park. There's a cool documentary on YouTube, I think, on the... I'm trying to remember the name of the channel. The National Film Board of Canada, I think, is the YouTube channel. And there's a documentary called Farewell to Oak Street. I've mentioned it before a few times, but it's worth mentioning now that I'm actually on Oak Street here. And it was about the original development of the Regent Park housing project, which are these old buildings up ahead here. You see they're all boarded up. This was an old Victorian era neighborhood, basically an extension of Cabbagetown, and much of the housing was dilapidated and considered a bit of a slum by the middle of the 1900s, around the 1940s or so. So they cleared all the old housing out and redeveloped it into these apartment blocks and low and mid-rise buildings and townhomes, and it became known as the new Regent Park community. And now all these buildings are being torn down and replaced with newer housing, which you can see across the street here. So I wonder if there'll be another documentary about how the residents of these buildings had to find themselves relocated into new housing. You can see these are all fenced off now, awaiting demolition. The last block of old buildings here in Regent Park. And it'll be redeveloped with buildings similar to these ones you see over here. So farewell to Regent Park, I guess. The original Regent Park. I'll have to come by once demolition begins and get that on camera. And I'm walking south now towards Dundas Street. So I'm heading back west again, back towards Parliament. I have a destination up ahead, but I think I'm going to start to wrap up this walk here on a very, very rainy Wednesday. I did manage to at least get one rain video in today, so I hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments down below if you enjoy these sort of rain walks or not. Should I talk less so you can hear the rain? So let me know, as I said, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And also make sure you hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my videos. And if you'd like to support the channel, there are links in the description where you can do so via PayPal, as well as via my merch store. Or you can also support the channel by becoming a channel member or by sending a super thanks if you prefer. And here's another big umbrella. And you can also find me on Instagram under KContinuum. Whoa! So thanks for watching. And be sure to keep checking back because, as always, I will continue.